Welcome everyone to another video today. My name is Nicholas or Nick Greer. It doesn't matter to me, so let's jump into it. And today I will be talking about 5 Forgotten Green Lanterns Part 2. So let's just get into it. Starting off at number 5, we have Flodo Span. Flodo Span is a gas-like creature from the planet called Untitled. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the name correctly, whose body was formed by a Green Lantern power ring. Joining up with other Green Lanterns on the planet named Magaan, they came across Sinestro in the Magaan, who's a god-like entity that took over Space Sector 3600. As Sinestro annihilated most of the lanterns, Flodo and 2 others made it out alive. Returning for a rematch with more Green Lanterns, this time Sinestro was defeated. However, Magaan transported the lanterns to Space Sector 872. After defeating some hostile aliens from that sector, Flodo helps Kilowog in finding a new home for his people. During this time, Sinestro and Magaan returns, trying to destroy their planet. As Flodo enlarged his size in order to contain Magaan, Sinestro was defeated by Green Lantern Katma. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing her last name correctly. When Sinestro was about to be executed for his crimes, Flodo sacrificed himself in preventing the central power battery from wiping out the Green Lantern Corps. Moving on to number 4, we have Garl Rathbone. Garl Rathbone was originally a miner on the planet called Defaf. He's also known for gambling on the spaceport named Way Station. One day, he would get into an altercation with a cheater, which alerted the robotic officers. Close to being arrested, Garl caught the attention of Green Lantern Kyle Rayner. Managing to avoid custody, Garl and other acquaintances joined together as the new Corps. But this was short-lived due to a mission gone horribly wrong. As Kyle disbands the group and taking back the rings, Garl and 2 former members joined together as the Corps. At number 3, we have Magaan. Originally a warlord and the leader of his clan, one day, Magaan and his clan were outnumbered by enemies. Fortunately for him, Kyle Rayner arrives to help him out, and this is where he became a Green Lantern. After having great chemistry with Kyle, Magaan wanted his clan to grow in power, creating a massive computer brain in order to travel to a gravity well near a black hole. This caused time to slow down, leading to Magaan building an army. He also unleashed an antimatter storm that destroys anything in its way. Leading an attack on the Green Lantern Corps, Rayner distracts Magaan from the battle. Defeating Magaan, Magaan planned on killing everyone in the battle, including himself. However, the Green Lanterns used their rings to create a protective shield, including putting a protective shield around Magaan as the planet's ship self-destructs. Afterwards, Magaan was taken to custody. Moving on to number 2, we have Adara. After Hal Jordan Parallax destroys the Green Lantern power battery, a group of privateers took Adara as a prisoner. Although she couldn't use her ring because the power battery is destroyed, she escapes even though the privateers made an error mistake. Arming herself with 2 blasters, she will later encounter Kyle Rayner, who was in an altercation at a bar. Shocked to see a full working power ring, she assists him in his altercation. Spending the night with him, Kyle will wake up with his ring missing next morning. Tracking her down, he finds her trying to activate the ring, but this was unsuccessful. Apologizing for her actions, she returns the ring and wanted Kyle to leave her alone. She would unfortunately take her own life right after, catching Kyle's attention. Finally, at number 1, we have Raker. Raker operated as a Green Lantern during its early years when he served the Guardians of the Universe. When the Guardians sent Raker to the planet Apocalypse to free slaves from Darkseid's rule, he made quick work of Darkseid's forces, demanding Darkseid to free the slaves. This resulted in his ring being crushed and sent back to Oa, wounded. Afterwards, Darkseid ordered his servant, Desaad, to do some tests on the crushed ring. Returning back to Oa, Raker informs the Guardians that Darkseid is too powerful to take on alone. In response, the Guardians and Raker set up an army in order to start a war against Darkseid. Unfortunately, as soon as the Lanterns arrived, most of them were killed by Darkseid's forces due to them wearing golden armor. Because of this, the Guardians made a truce to retreat. As the Green Lanterns retreated, Darkseid made one last request as he wanted to keep Raker as a prisoner, in which the Guardians agreed to. Although his story is erased from Lantern history, he escapes captivity until Kyle Rayner and Darkseid's son, Orion, were captured on Apocalypse. Raker would sacrifice his freedom for the heroes to escape.